Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to our maths lesson on Monday. We're going to make sure that we're really organised now, so please could you make sure that you've got a pencil and your book or paper, as well as this, if you could make sure that you, again, count carefully 20 different objects that you can use in our maths lesson today. Again, it doesn't matter what they are, but just make sure that you've got 20. Right then everyone, let's start by warming up. Get your hands nice and warm, they're ready for some lovely maths. Okay then, let's have a look. Question 1. What number comes next? You can see on the board. I'm going to write it on my board here. We have this number, then this number, then this number. What number comes next? Question 2. 13 equals or is equal to how many tens and how many ones? Question 3. What number comes next? I'm going to write these up again. So we've got this number first. You say that number, please. Then this number. After that, we've got this number. So, what number comes next this time? Did you notice that the numbers are counting backwards? And finally, question 4. What number is missing? If you have a look on the screen, there's a number track. What number needs to go in that blue square that's missing at the moment? Look carefully. Okay then, let's go through our answers. So question 1 was what number comes next? Let's say these numbers together. 16, 17, 18, next will be 19. We write 19 like this, a 1 first and then a 9. Excellent start. Question 2, 13 is the same as or is equal to how many tens and how many ones? Okay then, so I'm going to think about this one then now. So 13 is equal to, how many tens are in 13? So I'm going to draw myself a 10 stick, a base 10 stick with 10 ones in, and that is the same as 1 10. So 13 is the same as 1 10. Now, how many do I count on from 1 10 to get 13? In ones. So I've got 10. I'm going to draw my little ones now. 1. So that's 11. 12. 13. How many ones have I got? 3. 1, 2, 3. So 13 is the same as 1 10 and 3 ones. I hope that you managed to get that and thought about our learning from last week. Question 3, what number comes next? Remember, we're counting backwards this time. What are the numbers? 12, 11, 10. What will come next? 9. Brilliant work. Well done, year 1. 9 would come next if we were counting backwards. Fantastic. Okay, and finally question 4, looking at the number track and working out which number is missing. Get your detective magnifying glass out. Good luck. Oh, what's missing? It's the number that's a bit bigger than 16 and a bit less than 18. 1 more than 16, 1 less than 18. What's the answer? We can count up if we're not sure. Let's count along. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's 17. Well done. I'm going to draw it in there. I'm just going to write it in for you so you can see. Oops. Ooh, not like that. Let's do it again. 17, 1, and then a 7. Excellent. Give yourself a huge pat on the back. You've worked really hard on getting all warmed up. Okay, boys and girls, so today we are going to be learning all about counting one more and one less using our bigger numbers, 11 to 20. So let's remember and think about our key words for today, our vocabulary, which is more, more, more. Okay, I'd like you to put 5 of your objects in front of you. So I've counted 5 here. I've got 5 in my hand. Okay, we're thinking about the word more. Now I'd like you to show me what one more is. What is one more than 5? What do you need to do? Excellent, you get another one and pop it onto your pile. What is one more than 5? Count them up. Careful counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more than 5 is 6. Excellent. So remember, when we're putting one more, we can use our counters, our objects, to help us and just get another one, put it on our pile, count them carefully. So more means we add on. What about this then? Less. Say less. 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 When we learn about one less, what do we need to do? Take one away. And we used our 10 frames to do this before. I'm not going to use our 10 frames today though, we don't need them so much. But what I would like you to do now is count 9 of your things. So count out 9 of your objects, whatever they are, doesn't matter. Seven, 8, 9. I've got 9 here. Okay, I'm just going to check that there's 9 by using my careful counting, pushing them to one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Amazing. Now, I want you to show me now one less than 9. What do you need to do? One less means that we need to take one away. Less means we're taking one away. So taking one away, please take one of yours away. 1 less than 9 is, let's count them carefully just to check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Have you got 8 too? So 1 less than 9 is 8. Excellent. And that was our amazing learning. From last half term, we learned all about one more and one less, didn't we? And we learnt it in a few different ways. So let's have a think back, flashback to September. We learned about counting one more and one less with numbers between 1 and 10. So I've got the numbers 1 to 8 on my whiteboard here. So if I said to you, what is 1 more than 4? We could do it using our number track. So we'd find the number 4 on our number track and underline it. 1 more means that I need to add 1 on. So I move up my number track 1 space. 1 more than 4 is 4, 5. 5 is 1 more than 4. Okay, so if I was going to do 1 less than a number, we'd do it in the same way, but instead of counting forwards, we would count backwards 1. Excellent. What is 1 less than 8? We'd find 8 on the number track. Count backwards 1 space. We want 1 less. And we found our answer. 1 less than 8 is 7. So when we're counting 1 more, we count forwards 1. When we're counting 1 less, we count backwards 1 space. So let's have a little look at our question on the board with our lovely gummy bears. Annie is in the picture. Annie counted 10 gummy bears in a bag. Can you count that there's 10 in the bag? Can you just double check that there's 10 sweets on your screen? After she'd taken all the gummy bears out of the bag and laid them down, just like they are on your screen, she found 1 more stuck inside. So how many gummies were in the bag? We need to work out what 1 more than 10 is, because she had 10. So for this question, because it's 1 more, I need to think about my numbers that are a bit bigger than 10. My numbers 11 to 20, and they're going to be really useful today. So it might be useful to you if you could ask your mummy or daddy to draw you a number track that goes from 10 to 20. These are the numbers that we're going to be using today. We're just pushing ourselves to the next level, boys and girls. We're striving really high. So Annie thought that she had 10 gummy bears in the bag. That's how many she counted. But when she looked back in the bag, she found 1 more stuck inside the bag. So what do we need to do? We need to count on 1 more. I've counted on 1 more. So how many gummies were in the bag? 11. 11 is the answer. We have also looked at these birds before, haven't we? But this time we're going to be looking at 1 less. Say 1 less. 1 less. 1 less means I'm going to be counting backwards. Let's have a look. Rosie counted 15 birds this morning. Can you just double check that by counting the birds on your screen? Are there 15? Yes, well done, Rosie. You counted really accurately. Okay, an hour later, she counted 1 less. What do you think might have happened to that 1 bird? Yes, he might have flown away. 1 might have fallen off. 1 might have gone to get some food. 1 might have flown off to another tree. So an hour later, she counted 1 less. So how many birds are there now? So let's use our number track to help us. So at first, she counted 15 birds. So I'm going to underline 15. An hour later, she counted 1 less. So I need to know what 1 less than 15 is. How am I going to work that out? Amazing! Count backwards 1 space. Use your arrow to help you. Can you do it with me? So how many birds are there now? Put a circle around the answer. There are 14 birds left on the tree. Amazing work. Well done, boys and girls. Today, in our Marvellous Monday maths lesson, we are going to be thinking about 2 different ways to describe a number using more or less. The first number we're going to focus on is circled now. What number is it? It is 17. Excellent. Now, just to get our brains warmed up with our numbers again, we're just going to count all the way from 11 to 20. We're going to count up, forwards, and then we're going to count backwards again. Let's do it together. Brilliant. I'm going to whiz through it now, see if you can do it as fast as me. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Say 20. Brilliant. Now we're going to practice counting backwards from 20 to 11. Your turn first. Amazing. I'm going to do it super speedy in a squeaky voice. Can you do it with me? Really speedy in a squeaky voice. Let's go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Brilliant work. Okay, so we're really confident with that. Let's think about our focus number now. What did we say it was? The blue circle is around the number 17. Now, I know that 17 is more than a number. And I also know that it's going to be less than a number. 17 is the answer. Now, let's have a really good think about this. 17 is the answer because I've circled it. Now, 17 is one more than a number. How am I going to work out what 17 is one more than? To do this, I'm going to have to think really carefully and think, where did I jump from to make 17 one more than? Actually, I started at 16, didn't I? And I jumped forward, and 17 is one more than 16. So 17 is one more than 16. How else could I describe 17? I could say 17 is one less than a number. 17 is one less than. Okay, I'm still circling 17 because that's my important number. What is 17 one less than? Remember, the numbers I need are just next to the 17, aren't they? Okay, well, if I started at 18 and went backwards one, that would tell me what one less than 18 is. One less than 18 is 17. Say one less than 18 is 17. So 17 is one less than 18. It is. The number that it's one more than or less than are right next to it, aren't they? What a sneaky discovery. Try to remember that. Okay, it's your turn now. Can you think of 2 ways to describe this number? The number is, so I would like you to think, what is this number? What's the number? 12. 12 is 1 more than, and 12 is 1 less than. Can you have a look at your sneaky little peek of numbers around your number 12 and see if you can work out the answers? Pause the video if you'd like, just to give yourself a little bit of time to work that out. Okay, so what did you get? 12 is 1 more than 11. Excellent. If I started on 11 and counted 1 more, I'd get 12. So 11, 1 more than 11 is 12. So 12 is 1 more than 11. I hope you all managed to get that. And then 12 is 1 less than, let's have a think. So 12 is 1 less than 13. Let's see, does that work? So 13's here. 1 less than 13 is 12. So 12 is 1 less than 13. Absolutely brilliant work. Well done. Now it's time for a bit of a challenge. So we've got numbers again, but they're just written in a different way, like the way that we learned to look at them last week. So let's see if you can first of all make sure you know what the number is. So the question says 1 10 and 3 1s is 1 more than. Okay, the first thing that I've noticed is that my question is written in a different way, so I don't have my number. I first of all got to work out what this number is. 1 10 and 3 1s. 1 10 and 3 1s. 1 10, put 10 in your head, and 3 1s. So we're going to count on from 10, 3 more 1s. So 10's in my head, 11, that's 1 1, 12, that's 2 1s, I needed to add on 3 1s, 13. So the number is just 13. So even though it says 1 10 and 3 1s, I know that that is the same as 13. So I'm just going to change it now to the number 13. I'm just going to write that underneath. 13. So now I know that the number I'm looking at is 13. So I need to look at this. 13 is 1 more than. It doesn't say 1 more than 13 is. It says 13 is 1 more than. So that's the answer, 13. What is 13 1 more than? Is 13 1 more than 14? No, 13 is 1 less than 14, isn't it? So I need to just check that. Doesn't matter if you're not sure. Sometimes you just need to work it out in your head and have a think about it. So is 13 1 more than 12? 12's there. 1 more is 13. So 13 is 1 more than 12. Or we could say 1 10 and 3 1s. Let's have a look at that. This is what it was. 1 10 and 3 1s, which we know is 13, is 1 more than. Oh, how could we be really clever and say our answer in 10s and 1s? It's 1 more than 1 10 10 11 12. It's 1 more than 1 10 and 2 1s, which is 12. So there's different ways we can say it because we're getting so clever at talking about our numbers now. Oh, challenge time. Get your thinking brains ready. Engage your brain. Beep, beep. Turn it on. I am 1 less than 18. So it's got to be a number that's less than 18. Can't be 19 or 20 because they're bigger than 18. Okay. I am also 1 more than 16. Okay, so it's got to be less than 18 but more than 16. What number am I? Is it 15? Let's just think. 15's here. 15 is 1 less than 16. Oh no, that's not right. It has to be 1 less than 18. Okay then. 1 less than 18. So 18's here. 1 less than 18 is 17. I am also 1 more than 16. Let's just check it. 16. 1 more than 16 is also 17. What number am I? 17. Oh, we could also say you are 110. And how many ones? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 7 ones. I am 17. Okay, boys and girls, I'm looking forward to seeing your work. There are a few questions on Seesaw that I would like you to have a look at. You might also like to show and talk about your objects. So you might put your objects in front of you. For example, you might put 15 cars in front of you and say, well, 15 is 1 more than 14. 15 is 1 less than 16. It would be lovely if you could do that with your objects as well. See you soon.